Hello everyone and welcome back to Arctic Retro. Today a special unboxing video. I got this package in the mail today and I thought it was kind of interesting, so I'm gonna open it and take a look at it, and I think there's a repair involved too. This package is a donation from Mario in the UK, and I really appreciate all my donations. That's really helpful for my channel, and he has actually given me stuff before, a computer some time ago. I already made a video about that a long time ago. And he also wrote me a nice letter on the back side here. I'm not gonna read it all, but yeah, it's nice to read some nice words. Let's open it up then. We had such a nice weather recently. We had like 16-17 degrees Celsius and sun, but today it's snowing. Here it is. There's another note. Yeah, let me read this one then. Hi Tommy, I hope this calculator makes a good fit for your collection. Best of all, it is the fact that it is only small, so you shouldn't have any problem finding space for it. No, that's true, I'm running out of space now. And it's greetings from Mario. PS, unfortunately the programming booklet explaining how to program it is missing, but I know you to be very tech savvy and you should have no problem finding it in a digital archive on the internet. Yeah, so this is a calculator, and by the way, thanks a lot Mario, appreciate it. Calculator, and it's kind of special because it is a SINCLAIR calculator, Cambridge Programmable. Yeah, very small and and handy. Unfortunately the power switch isn't working, so that's something I'm going to take a look at right away. I wasn't aware that SINCLAIR ever made a calculator, but apparently they did. Just like Commodore did, but the Commodore, they started with calculators and then moved over to computers. And now they're back again, and the saga about my Commodore 64 Ultimate continues. And I'm kind of angry today because I learned that the computer made it to Germany, where it sat for like 20 days. And then suddenly I get a notice in my tracking app that it was delivered, but it isn't delivered. There's no Commodore 64 Ultimate here, and I contacted support, and seems like it's been returned. Yeah, it's been returned. They couldn't validate my address. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it runs on 9-volt battery. See if I can find one. Here's a battery. Battery terminal looks alright. But yeah, oh, it goes like that. I was thinking, oh, the battery pokes out, but so does the cover too. Yeah, how does this work? Yeah. Yeah, right. There's a small 0 there. Let's see if it can add. 4 plus 6. That should become 9. 2. Huh? 4 plus 6 equals 10. Yeah. What did I enter first? 4 times 6 equals 24. Yeah, it has some go, if, neg, stop, go to, blah, 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 cosine, tan, arcsine, arccos, arctan, learn, and run. But what about this? Yeah, the power switch is Yeah, it's not good. So that needs to be fixed first, but this is very small and kind of compact. I didn't see any screws or anything. And it's a nice, what's those displays called? Not LED, but yeah, some kind of other ancient technology. Let me open it up quickly. Yeah, I guess maybe there's some screws under here. This seems to be loose or just glued in. Yeah, it's just loose. And no screws. So it's just clipped in there. Seems like there's a recess there in the middle. And here, I guess that's power input if you have power adapter. But this doesn't look promising, and this plastic pokes through the PCB and it's just melted down, so might be difficult to get out. And I don't want to destroy it. Yeah, that was kind of simple, kind of flimsy. I'm gonna check out the big internet soon, see if I can find any useful information about this SINCLAIR calculator. It doesn't have any label or anything for the model number or things like that. Yeah, simple enough. One chip, and what's that? Some other kind of chip. I don't know what it is. DS8874N. Let's figure out what kind of chips those are. Yes, the DS8874N, it's a LED driver chip. NSC LED driver, 9 segment. And this one, that's for sure the main calculator chip. Yes, this is a MM5799, and according to Google, that is a dedicated calculator chip made by National Semiconductor. It's a specialized integrated circuit. It's a microprocessor, in fact, used as the main controller in vintage 1970s calculators. Most notably, the SINCLAIR Cambridge Programmable, released in 1977. Alright, this calculator is almost as old as me. Now, can we release the board? Yeah, we can. Actually, I'm gonna take off this power jack here. I think I'm gonna clean it up because it's quite dirty in between. As you all know, I like to explore old stuff, but I also like to make it look good again. Yeah, it was kind of hard to unscrew. Very simple design, but the power switch here, it says on up there. Yeah, in fact now it slides. I think it was just stuck, but I'm gonna spray some contact cleaner under there. First some compressed air, then contact cleaner. Yeah, we'll see if that's enough. I think it was just stuck into the case, but for sure now it slides nicely. Give it a little bit more. I don't know if you can take this part off. No, then you need to melt these plastic pegs. I don't want to do that. Not unless there's keys not working, but that didn't seem to be the case. Maybe I can just spray the whole thing in between here with some, yeah. No, it won't reach down there, I don't think. Oops. And then clean the rest. Oh, that's enough. Yeah, it's very dirty inside. Doesn't appear dirty, but especially here between the case parts. So I take these downstairs and I give them a scrub, and then I'll be back. Yeah, that looks better. All cleaned up. Yeah, let's see now. There's some dirt between the keys and the keys themselves. Very dirty, I think. Just gonna spray with some IPA. And the display too. I don't know. It's not dirty, but just clean it up. Oh, there's some dirt stuck there. Maybe that's looks like glue. Thinking maybe something broke here. Yeah, the plastic is in fact broken right there. So maybe this was a previous repair attempt, because this looks like glue. Let's zoom in here. So it's interesting with these old vintage calculators. I'm not collecting them, but if I find one, I'm definitely gonna keep it. I have one from Commodore as well, and that's this one, Commodore Solid State Electronic Calculator. Yeah, it doesn't have a battery, but it's the same type of display. I have fixed this in a previous video. I think this is also from the 70s. Yeah, definitely some hard stuff there. I think it's glue. It's like super glue, very hard, and it doesn't dissolve. Here seems to be a broken plastic. Just that part there, but it's very thin. So if that piece moves down, then it will probably block the power switch. But it's very thin. I'm not sure if that's possible to repair. I'll try. Seems like the whole thing here has been lifted. Yeah, I'm gonna test if it even works. And when it's in the case, that is pushed against it, so you cannot move the switch because the plastic gets in the way. Oh, how can we fix that? Oh, some leftover what looks to be super glue. Yeah, I can actually get it out if I just move that up. And there we can see where it slides, and you see those flimsy contacts. I'm gonna try and clean those up. Yeah, it seems like it has been used a lot. It's kind of worn out. The button itself needs a cleaning too. I used a glass fiber brush. Maybe bend it a little bit back or up like this. Not break it. Oops. If I use some lubrication there, this is called Oxide Clean. It's yeah, I guess it's the same as Deoxit as they have in other countries. They don't sell it here. Yeah, now it looks a little bit oily around here. Just gonna clean it up. Okay, I'm gonna assemble it again and see if it works any better. Yeah, if it doesn't work any better, then I think it needs to come more apart. And it might not even be possible to do a good fix, because that plastic is very thin and flimsy. came on the wrong side, but that's okay. Okay, let's test. Yeah, it's if you push it, then it kind of blinks and loses power, but no, it's not very much better. But if you just leave it alone, then it works and it stays off. Yeah, at least you can move the switch. You couldn't do that before. So it works better, but if you push it down, then you can risk resetting and yeah, lose power. So better, but not perfect. Anyway, I'm not going to do more with that now. Let's check out what the programming thing is. Here we have it. It has a page on Wikipedia, and it says it's a pocket-sized calculator introduced in August 1973 by Sinclair Radionics. So I guess this was before the Sinclair computers were even thought of. There's a couple of differences. It looks like this one. It has the Learn button. That's this one. But this is another variant. This is another variant with the fewer keys. Yeah, there's even an emulator for these calculators. Someone who has reverse engineered the chip. But how about the programming? This page doesn't say anything. Here's the Center for Computing History. Let's see if I can find the user manual. It's probably archived some places. Archive.org. Yeah, here it is. Program library. Yeah, seems to go through how to program this. You can do easy instructions like stop and go to, and then you can run that. Yeah, kind of interesting. So it seems to have kind of a library of small programs you can enter to calculate various things like financial, mathematics, engineering, physics, and electronics. Let's see, electronics. Yeah, here you can use it to calculate network circuits, filters, and stuff. Resistors in parallel. Yeah, that's kind of easy. You don't need a program for that, but they have it. So here's like RCL, and then STO, probably to store, and then stop, and then go to. Yeah, here we have operating instructions. There's definitely information out there. I'm not going to attempt in programming anything, because I can do that in BASIC on the Commodore 64, can't I? No, I'm a C# programmer. Oh, here's a listing on eBay. He wants $270 for it. That's quite a lot, but this is with the box and everything, manual, mint condition. Maybe it's worth it. Yeah, so that was it. A great little calculator for my collection, and with some historic significance maybe compared to the Sinclair computers. The logo is the same, and yeah, very nice gift. Thanks a lot again. Really appreciate it. If you have anything you want to donate to this channel, then just contact me and we'll figure it out. I always appreciate stuff. If you want to have it seen on my videos, then just send me an email. It's support@ovesen.net. That was it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching, and thank you to all my subscribers. I'm close to 10,000 now. That's amazing. Special thanks to my patrons. See you. Bye bye.